Kia ora and welcome to Crafter Artosaurus. My name's Paula and today is a Monday, so it's Geranium Day with Susanna. I really love what she's created here. I'm very excited. I'm just going to redo the hoop so that the geranium's in the right place, because at the moment it's not quite in the right place where I want to do a little bit of stitching, just a little bit. So I think I'll put it there. So it's still giving me, yeah, it's giving me a lot of room there now at the side. I've been outside most of this morning working on the gingerbread house. It's nearly completed now, and the person who had commissioned me to do the piece has come and had a look, and thankfully they like it. So yippee-ki-yay, I can relax now, and I've just got 3 lollipops to do because I just still don't like them. Yep. I'm just getting out the thread that Susanna gave us in our kit. Here it is, the thread. And now I'll start stitching. Oh my goodness, it's so exciting. I've seen Susanna working on her one today, so she was very busy today. She's moved house. Oh, poor Susanna. And so she was very busy in between doing all the stitching and everything. But the most exciting news, well, I thought the most exciting news, is that she sent off the other 6 to the printer. So she'll be getting those. Apparently this printer's a little bit quicker than the last printer she went to, so she's gone back to her old printer. So quite a while ago she did these rather awesome houses. I still haven't completed them. I've got the piece. I'll grab them actually later on. I'll show them to you. I don't know if she has any left in her store there on Vintage Blend Studio, but she might do. I'll also have a look at that too in between all of this. I don't know. I'm going to use 3 bits of thread here. I'm quite excited to be actually doing this. I've just seen her her video not so long ago, so I don't know. It was just so neat, so neat. All these people in all these different parts of the world, that's what I keep on thinking about. I think she sold some to people in England. I'm not sure about America because, you know, the whole shipping thing at the moment to the Americans. That's going to be a while coming, isn't it? It's going to be a while. Oh, most probably. I was thinking I'd use this needle, but I don't know if the... Look, and I've got paint everywhere. I did hundreds and thousands, or as I'm calling it, hundreds of millions on the window. Oh, I'm so excited to be nearly finished. So, yep, I've thought of a better idea for the 3 very large lollipops that are on the house. So, yes. Let's see. I want a light colour. So I'm not very good with, I don't know, variegated threads, but Susanna did go through and show people how to do them. I, of course, still don't know how to use them and do them properly, but it doesn't really matter, does it? Most probably does. I'm just going to start over here. I have got a little stand for this, and I've been wondering, should I be using my little stand? I'm not quite sure. So I'm just going to do a few stitches here and there. So I don't want it heavily stitched. I say that now, and I'm most probably going to be heavily stitching it. I can already see this. I can already kind of feel myself wanting to do it. So, oh, I don't know. I love how Susanna's done hers. So, yeah. But, yeah, I painted it a little bit, so I want that painting to be there. So, yeah. And I think 3 threads is more than enough to go on with. So this must be a leaf up here. So, yeah. Oh, I know, these were leaves, and I've just painted them in. Susanna very kindly watched my video, so if she's watching again, hey Susanna, I hope the move's been nice and you're having a lovely week. So yeah, I don't know, I've been so busy painting. That gingerbread house has taken it out of me. Yeah, I think maybe it was too big a project for me. I don't know. I'm just thinking that, and I know I shouldn't be, but I can't help it. I'm just thinking, oh, it was too big a project, Paula. What were you doing? What were you possibly thinking of doing? So yeah, not a lot of thread painting unlike Susanna's. Oh, it's amazing. So if you pop over to her channel, I've got a link in my comments here for Susanna's channel, and you can see how thread painting's been done. And today she worked a bit more on the background. Oh, I'm sorry, this time next week I will have my tablecloth. And oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I can catch up to Susanna and everybody else. So, yep. And I say, look, I'm not going to do a lot of thread painting, and then here I go. You know, I'm basically thread painting this, aren't I? Yep. I'm wanting that nice light colour that's over here. So, oh, I've got to use what I've got, I guess. I think this one here is part of this flower. So, I don't know. I haven't painted that one. So I'll just put in the middle of the geranium. Oops, then I pulled my needle out. In the very middle, it's very dark. And, well, so in the middle of the petal. Oh, look, I pulled it out again. I'll put it in very carefully. Pull my hand out. So in the middle of the petal, it's dark. At the top, it's light. And in the bottom, it's light. And then there's some dark stitches up to here. So I'm waiting for that. See, there's the light thread there. So it's not far off. So just a little bit here. And then I can put those other bits and pieces in. And when you do a flower, you always try and take your thread to where the middle of the flower is, so your needle kind of goes there. I know what I mean. But truly, if you want some really nice thread painting examples, I would watch Susanna's videos, because she's doing a fabulous job there with her thread painting. I'm still playing a little bit. Quite a bit, actually, quite a bit. I'm thinking if I can just weave this through the back, I might be able to get to the light stuff. I don't know. I think so. I think if I do that, I don't want to really go on to another flower is the problem. There we go. I'm into this lovely light bit. So that's down here. I still want that bit of green there in the middle, so yep. I'm just going to put the light bit here. I might, I don't know, I was thinking I'll use Susanna's thread and I'll do it all how Susanna's doing it, but I don't know. I kind of, yeah. And it's most probably, 2 is most probably too much. But that's what I'm doing. So, you know, I'm doing 2. And I just need to do some from the outside going in now. So it's kind of a little bit over thread painted, but not too much. At least I hope it's not too much. I still want to keep some of Susanna's work because, you know, I just think she's done such a cool job. I just want to keep it. So, yeah. So it's very, very light thread painting, kind of more kind of long stitch here and there. And I can see the thread is wanting to change colour in a little bit. Yep, there it goes. Oops. Where's my ought container? I ought to have that in front of me. There I go. Now I have got it in front of me. Still, I'm going to try and use this. It should still be a little bit lighter, not too much. I'm going to shoot over to the other petal over here and put that in here. I feel so relieved. I'm nearly finished the gingerbread house. I think I've got a little bit of burnout though, so I'll need to keep an eye on that with my painting. But it's always nice to get a commission, you know, so yep, I shouldn't be complaining. And I feel very blessed that they picked me to do the gingerbread house. So yeah, there we go, and a little bit more here. And we've gone into the dark colour again. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to weave through the back again and come up over here where I can put the dark in the middle. Oh, actually no, I will go down here with the dark colour. Oh, no, I want to do, oh, no, I need to pull that out. I was thinking I'll go down there and I'll do the dark colour, but no, because I need to do the light colour before I do the dark colour. That's me. I know it's me. So, yep, I get a bit pernickety with painting and that sort of thing. So I think it's exactly the same. When I do this sort of thing, I'm going to be pernickety, aren't I? So, yep. Oh, it is lovely though. So yeah, that's going to be what I do today, just a little bit of thread painting. And I'll go out and I will sort out my lollipops shortly. This is very relaxing, so darn relaxing. It's not going to take very long to do because I've painted it, so you know, and I want some of that paint to be seen. So yeah. Oh. I'm very happy with what I created actually. Well, what I've created on top of what Susanna's done. And yeah, such a lovely day today. The sun is shining here, which is lovely jubbly. Thank you very much. I'll take a lovely sunny day. In fact, I think I might come from the middle up, out. There we go. Don't know, there seems to be more dark on this thread than light, so it could just be me. And I should most probably only be using 2 bits of thread, but I'm using 3 because I'm in a 3 mood and I like 3 in my needle. So yep, I'm addicted to doing 3 at the moment. I put that one in the wrong place. It's just not going to the middle. Can you see how it's heading in that direction? It should be heading down here. So I'm just going to rethread that. And I will have to go on to another flower because I'm on to loads and loads of dark. So no light here, it's all dark. Then let's just take it to the middle so I can see where I'm going here. So we had terrible weather this morning. Oh, it was freezing cold out in the garage with the gingerbread house. Oh dear. But I was so relieved when Calvin came and he said he liked it. Oh, thank goodness. Because basically I think it's awful. It's not quite where I want it to be. That's the problem. I felt a bit better once I started getting the door more complete and I was doing my hundreds of millions and that sort of thing. So yeah, got my house coat on, as you can see. It's a bit brr here on the coast, a bit chilly milly. Oh, it's lovely. I really love this colour. Oh, such a beautiful bit of thread. I'm going to shoot over to this one and just do a little bit over here as well, and leaving those gaps in between. I don't know why I started on the dark. Oh, well, I guess because the thread's dark, so that's why I started on the dark. But I'm thinking, oh, why did I do this? Once that light, as you can see, when the light stuff hits, it's just a little bit better. So the next bit, I think I pull off the spool. Took me a while to remember what it's called. Oh, Paula, it's a spool. It's a spool. It's not that difficult. My husband's very excited, you know. He's already spent the money on. He said, oh, that would buy a golf club for me. I said, that's fine if that's what you want to do with it. Oh, dear, oh, dear. I was thinking of a few art supplies I would have kind of liked to buy, but that's okay. It doesn't really bother me. You know, I'll get those art supplies sooner or later. And truthfully, I've got enough water paint in my little stash over there to last me for the rest of my natural life. And that's what I am. I'm a watercolourist. I've definitely decided that, yep, this took a lot out of me. The little bits that I did with the acrylic out there. It's just like, oh, I'm not an acrylic artist. Paula, you're not an acrylic artist. Let's just not even waste our breath going there anymore. Don't even think acrylic thoughts. So, yep. And, yeah, the gentleman's very happy because he said, oh, next year, he's already working out next year's ball. He said, oh, well, I can just employ you again. And I'm thinking, no, actually you can't, because I'm not going to, I might say no, but I don't know. Now they're doing a Victorian one next year, and a part of me goes, ooh, that could be fun, doing a few little bits and pieces for Victorian. Oh dear. So I think it's Brigadoon is what he's basing his next ball on. So yeah, but I'm not a Brigadoon fan. I actually haven't seen any of it. But Pride and Prejudice, I'm a Pride and Prejudice girl. Yep, like me Pride and Prejudice. I am actually going to tie a knot in it, mainly because it's going on a tablecloth I will be using. So, yep. I can see it on my table now, and it'll be very exciting. So, yes, I want to use this project this year. Well, it'll be finished next year. See, there's 6 more. So December, January, February, March, April, May. So the last one will be in May. And you know, next week I can start working out where things will be going. Well, no, I can't. I don't think I can do that next week, because I think what I might do is, oh, you see, now I'm in an hour into myself. I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'll get that all finished. It'll be easy peasy. Look at that. It's looking so cool. Just that little bit of stitching. It's just that little bit of stitching. Just, I think we'll do this one. I'll carry on over here. Yeah. I might do the middle with this lighter one, or the outside or something. On the flower over here. Oh dear. So there's not a lot before it goes dark, so there's just that little bit there. Oh. Oh, I've got this. Oh no, that's to that flower, that's why. So it's this flower here. So I'll just go up in here, because I will do some darker threads coming out. So yep, just a few bits and pieces here coming down. I'm always making my thread go to that center. And I would like to put a little bit of light green in there, but I might grab that from my, what would you call it, the stash of threads, yeah, so I can get a nice light green. I guess I'm not a variegated thread girl. I do like working with variegated when I do slow stitch, but because I don't know a lot about embroidery, and I don't intend to learn a lot about embroidery, I'm not really an embroidery girl. I like little bits and pieces here and there, but yeah, I don't know. And what did I watch today? Was Christine, Create and Craft with Christine, and she had got one of those awesome Japanese sashiko bits of cloth that I've been humming and hawing about. So I don't know. It's not how you do sashiko. I know that. The Japanese people definitely don't use those bits of cloth. But I like the thought, even though it's not something they use, I still like the thought of it. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm in an and about that as well. But a part of me would like to get one. Just a little one, you know. Not too much. Not that I need it. I've got enough to do a moustache, for goodness sake. I mean, come on, I haven't even finished off Susanna's, haven't even started Susanna's houses. And I've watched Corinne and everyone do those houses. They're so pretty. And that was at a retreat. So I think she's got another retreat coming up at Christmas time over there in Australia. And I know that if you go to one of her retreats, you have loads and loads of funds. Gosh, I've seen so many videos with the different retreats. I actually desperately want to go. And I'm thinking I'm going to get over my fear of flying. I just have to do it because I want to go to these retreats that are over in Australia. So I'm just going to have to get over myself. Oh dear. My family will be laughing. They'll be watching this and they'll go, oh yeah, you get on a plane. That'll be hilarious. We'll watch that. Oh, oh dear. It's a bit like my husband when I got my new iPad. He made me do the update myself. And he said, come on, you need to learn to do these things. What happens if something happens, you know? And I said, that's okay. We've got 2 children. And he's like, no, you've got to learn. So off I toddled and I did the whole update on the whole, transferred the memory from one computer to the other. And in the end, he actually said to the girls, this is absolutely hilarious. You've got to watch this. And they did. They laughed. They laughed at their poor mum, their poor disabled mummy who's no good at computer stuff. And I've always said that. I've always said I'm not very good at computer stuff, and you know. But every so often I've been able to help a friend out. So you know, I was getting a bit big-headed there, as you do from time to time. Oh dear, I'm still on the dark. I'm still on the dark. Susanna, I'm still on the dark. What do I do? She's not going to answer. She's not going to answer. She's not psychic. Oh my goodness. It's got so much dark. I think what I'm going to do, just to annoy myself, I'm going to tie it off and hopefully in that next lot of thread it'll be lighter and I'll pull some of that stuff out and I'll do that because there's hardly any light on this. It's all dark. And I need more light. I need more light. Oh dear. Oh, I'm like the Jedi Master of nowhere. Oh look, and there's only a teeny weeny little bit. A teeny weeny little bit. I think I'm going to go and get my threads because I actually want that light pink. So I'm going to go and grab my threads. I'll be back in a second. Only took half a second at that. I just went over and grabbed me, what do you call it? Pearl A thread 957. I figured that's going to be the one I like. So, yep, I'm just going to load my needle up with this Pearl A thread. I know, it's a weird way of cutting things. And I'll go back to that multicoloured thread and sort myself out a little bit. Oh, I'm cheating now. Susanna is watching. Look away, Susanna, look away. I'm not cheating. I'm not cheating. Yes, too darn right I am. Oh dear, oh dear. So what have I done today? Oh, I don't know. A little bit of housework. Took the dog for a nice walk yesterday. Oh, it was nice in the sun, and you can see a little bit of sun on my desk here. Nice in the sun, but oh, the wind. You could actually feel the snow on the ranges all around us here in Greymouth. So yeah, It's not exactly tropical, I'll say that. I can say that with quite a bit of certainty. It's not exactly tropical, says I. I'm just going to, I think I'm going to start over here because I keep on forgetting that this part of this flower is, I've got the thread again, is part of this flower, this petal here. So yeah, so I'm going to get that in so that I know that it's definitely part of it. And I don't need to do as much thread painting as what I'm planning to do in my head. Oh gosh. Oh, for those of you who are wondering, yes, the glue has come out of my finger. The arrow, I don't know, the glue that I brought the other day to put on all these bits of plastic on the gingerbread, and I was complaining about it. Yeah, they're falling out of my fingers. Oh, so happy to say goodbye to that. Crumbs. I'm basically thread painting, aren't I? I'm ruining all my hard work. Ruining it, I tell you, ruining it. But I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. This is very, very relaxing. So, yep. Oh, there's a bit of blue. Oh, it's from yesterday. I picked it up from there. Let's move that a bit further away. So, yep. And the teachers here in New Zealand are on strike. So, bits of the school. So they're doing a year a day or something. So, you know, no, they're not teaching year 11s or year 12s or year 13s all on different days, which will interfere with how the schools are run. I know that much. So, yeah, because these teachers, they do multiple subjects over that. You know, they don't just do 1 year. So, I don't know. It's a bit messy, really. It's a messy situation all up, isn't it, when teachers strike? So there'll be parents out there who, you know, they just won't, because school holidays are coming up. They're just next week. I want to say next week. I think this is the last week of school. And usually, this will make those overseas be annoyed, I'm sure. Usually on the last week of school, for some unknown reason, they have teacher-only days all over the place. Oh, I can remember it when my girls went. It was annoying. Super, super annoying. So, you know, the only one to turn up to school can be teachers. The kids turn up, they're basically told, yeah, here's a movie, sit quietly, and no, we will be here, but we're kind of supervising but not supervising kind of thing happening. So I don't know. Yeah, it's a funny old world we live in, isn't it? The schools. Not that New Zealand schools are, you know, anything different than anywhere else. So yeah, I decided to watch, they had this cat fishing thing on Netflix, so while I was outside painting and glittering up the door, hundreds and millions on the door, I had this playing in the background, and this girl and this boy were getting these awful, awful texts from people. Oh my goodness. And they're quite young. They're young kids, you know, they're not old. So, you know, and they were boyfriend and girlfriend when they were 12 or something, and they're 15, and they've decided to split up because of all the text messages this girl's getting about, well, I guess about her, about how she's not a nice person and all this sort of thing. And turns out it was her mother. I'm sorry, I'm devastated on the girl's behalf. And the father's come home from work, and there they were, you know, and he said, when the policeman's there, you need to leave. You're going to have to leave this house. I can't have you here. There could be harm involved if you stay here. And I thought, wow, you know, And apparently she'd also lost her job and hadn't told him, and they've got 2 houses and this and that happening, and they were running short on money already, and it was terrible, absolutely terrible. And this poor girl was at the breakfast bar, sitting there. I don't know if it's called something else over in America, but she was sitting there at this breakfast bar and looking kind of a little bit lost and hurt, and her mum was crying and cuddling her and saying, oh, but I want to be near my daughter, the daughter's name, I don't want to say it, and all of this. And it was like, oh my goodness, I know I'm gossiping about a program I've seen on TV. I felt appalled for the little girl. So yep, I should be talking about what I'm doing. I don't know. I said I wouldn't stitch a lot into it because, here I am. I'm doing so much stitching, it's not funny. I'm basically doing thread painting. Oh, and I'll get my thread painting book back this week, so that'll be good. But I've got another person in the class, I think, who would like to borrow it. But I don't know, it's been gone for like, I think 3 months or something, and I need it. I want to reread a few bits and pieces and just double check what I'm doing. So I feel like I'm going to say no, but after the holidays, if you'd still like the thread painting book, I'm quite happy for you to borrow it then. But I think I'm going to have to put a limit onto how long someone can have the book for. Yep. I guess I should be a better teacher than that and just lend it out. For goodness sake, I kind of already know what I'm doing. I guess because I feel like I don't know enough about embroidery. I know loads about sewing. I sewed costumes for years, didn't I? So I know loads about sewing, but I'm finding that is different to slow stitch, and a lot of embroideries used, or embroidery term, is that more what I want to say? And I'm getting a bit, from time to time, I feel like I'm getting a bit lost. And also I'm stuck on, I'm finding this very relaxing. But then again, I love doing satin stitch. So, this is very relaxing to me. It's just like, oh, it's gorgeous. And it's actually this material too that Susanna's bits and pieces were printed on. It's so nice to stitch through. Oh, this is very relaxing. Like, it's not putting any pressure at all on my finger, which is dying at the moment. I don't know what I did. Oh, it was because of the glue, wasn't it? And then, of course, when I glued it all up, and I can still feel a little bit, you can see it just over here. There's still bits of glue on it. And, of course, it doesn't help that the arthritis plays up from time to time, does it? Does it? Nope, it doesn't help. But, I don't know. I shouldn't complain. Life is good. I live on the West Coast. The weather here. Oh, and my tulips have come out. I know. There's a whole different phraseology there, isn't it? Eek, I finally have grown something. Oh, I'm so impressed with myself because, well, those who know me will tell you how bad I am at growing things, crikey. And my peas, I planted all my peas and I went out and I checked on them today and they're still growing, and it's like, oh my goodness. I think I might actually secretly be a gardener, says I to myself. And then I know that when I say that, it's all going to fall apart. It's just going to be terrible, but I don't know. So lovely. Gosh, this is so relaxing. So this is basically what I'm going to be doing this week, in between my spare time. I think I'm going to put this project, well, I have different projects in different parts of the house, and of course I'm finished all the sashiko, so that travel sewing kit, is that what we're calling it? I've knotted myself. I've done this the other day too, and boy, that was frustrating. So yep, so that's all done, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Yeah, in fact, I'm really enjoying all these lovely kind of like little projects I'm doing with you all. So, and I guess because I'm spending so long outside, with the gingerbread house, it's going to be gone by next week. It'll be gone, baby, gone. Because I kind of spent quite a bit of time out there doing things. I had to change how I did things on the channel. So that's why the formatting is a little bit different to how it normally would be. But I don't know, I'm quite liking this formatting. And so I'm thinking, well, I know I'm like really far behind in my paintings. And yep. And there's a book I want to write. I know how many of you will buy it? I don't know. So yep, there's a book I want to write, and it's I think this one could get published. So yeah, or I might self-publish it through my daughter's partner's father owns a printing firm. So I'm thinking I might see if I can publish it through there, self-publish it, just do, you know, a run of so many books and see if I can sell them myself. I don't know. What's happened here? Do you know what? I think I did. Look, I've sewn that piece of thread into here. Oh my goodness. Paula, how could you do that? Because you were talking and not concentrating. You're just yapping away. I don't quite know how to get it out of here, so please bear with me. I should put some music on while I, you know, work this one out. I don't know. Oh, it's gone through there. There we go. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that because that was silly of me. I think I'm up to here. And I do love the threads Susanna gave us, but I feel I might be using this thread instead, because then I can do the painting that I want to do with it. Oh my goodness, I'm not up enough in it to do what she showed us how to do the other week. So yep, I do love thread painting, but obviously I'm not competent enough to thread paint with a variegated thread yet, which is fine, because you know there are times in art when I get things wrong, and that's fine. I don't push myself to do those sorts of things. I just go, oh yep, well you can't do that yet, Paula. Just wait until you get further along, and then you'll be able to. And you know, before you know it, you're doing what you want to do. So yeah. Gosh, so easy to do. I guess I should let you all go and go and do your Monday stuff. I don't know. Well, I hope you are having a lovely Monday. Oh, it's so gorgeous here. This morning I wouldn't say that because I was outside and I had, you know, my house coat on, and well actually no I didn't. I just had my slippers on and my outside clothes and everything, you know, as you do when you're outside doing things. You've got a special outfit you like to wear sometimes, and nice and warm, but yeah, not the best at all. I don't like what I've done there with that one, but oh, see if I can fix that up. Most probably a little bit too much thread paintery stuff happening, but oh, I do like it. I do like it quite a bit. So I'm just coming over to this one over here. I don't know if I need to lift it up to show you where am I? I'm here. So there you go. That's what I've completed today in the geranium. Oh, and don't forget this bit down here. So, and I need to do something in the middle with the green. So I don't know. Yeah, I think I do want a little bit of green in the middle. So just hold on a second. I think it's that green there. Yep, I've gone straight to me. I'm just trying to find the end. I'm not very good at doing this. There we go. I've gone straight to my Pearl A cotton. I do like my Pearl A, so yeah. And where did I put my needle? Well, I don't know. Is it still connected? Nope. I've obviously pulled my needle out, and I didn't put it in the pin cushions provided. Well, I don't know what I did with it. For those of you shouting at me where it was, thank you very much. I was listening. Oh my goodness. What is it with me today? Oh dear. Oh, I'm quite excited. Yeah, I don't know. Tomorrow I've got, tomorrow I'm off, I'm teaching. So I'm off all day tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not one of the ones on strike, don't worry. Yeah, my students are never going to get off that easy. Nah, I'll teach them. Oh dear, oh dear. I guess because it's stitching that I'm teaching them, and you know, we're doing quite a few different projects in the class at the moment. I've got lots of people doing lots of little bits and pieces. So I've got let's see, I think someone's just finished a needle book, and they've started doing a whatnot. So yeah, based on Annie's pattern, and I tell everyone that it comes from Annie, so that they know where to go to get help with it, because, you know, I'm far too busy to teach them that. No, of course not. So we've got another person wants to start a whatnot, and she was going to come around on Thursday, and we were going to pick her. Gosh, that's annoying. We were going to pick her. What would you call it? Colours and everything, and I was going to get fabrics all sorted for her on Thursday, so that when she was there tomorrow, I was going to just go through my stash rather than just use the class stuff, because I think there's more in my stash than there. Oh, of course there is, you know. I've got loads and loads, so I might have to send her a message and ask her if she's got a set colour that she would like. Yeah, I'd like her to have kind of a set thing. Now, I know the geranium, the pictures that I've seen, they didn't really have this green bit there, but I like it. And so I think it was the picture that Susanna showed us, but the ones I saw online, there was that little bit of green kind of in the middle area, which I quite liked. So I think this is the stalk that you can see in the middle. So, yep. I'd kind of like to do, I don't know, I'm thinking I'd like something there. So I'm just going to go down and up, and I'm going to do my favourite stitch. At the moment, you know, when you cast on, when you do knitting, so this is a cast on method for knitting, where you twist the yarn and you put it on like that. See how that makes a knot, and you pull it back, twist and pull. So I'm trying to make it big so you can see what I'm doing. My finger's most probably in the way, and you just keep on pulling it down, and you kind of tighten it enough that it sits there nicely. See, and you've got all those stitches on the needle. I'm going to do a few of those because I would like that in the middle of the geranium. So I know it makes absolutely no sense, and geraniums do not have this sort of thing in the middle. I get that. These are one of the plants that I've killed quite a bit in my garden. I know, I'm just a gardening sensation, aren't I? Too darn right, you know. I can kill cactuses. There's no, you know, geraniums are just a walk in the park for me compared to a cactus now, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Oh, and I got a plant for my office here, for my art room, so art studio. It's a succulent, and I think it could still be alive, so I must go and look at that when I'm finished. So I don't know how many I did, but I'd done quite a few there. And see, you can see the little knit stitches. I don't know what else. It's kind of a cast on method that I think my mother showed that to me like years and years and years ago as a new method. So she thought it was amazing when she showed it to me. So, yep, and I was, of course, a good child, and I kind of looked at it and went, oh, yes, you are right. It is a gorgeous. So I just thought I would like that in the middle of it. I guess because it's a tablecloth, I shouldn't really, but I do like the look of that. And I'm just going to put a few little stitches to hold it in the place where I would. Oh, I'm going to go and add that thread in. Just bring it over here. I kind of like the thought of having it up, but I don't know. I guess if I put something on the tablecloth and it's sitting up, it'll be heavy, no matter what it is. I think I'm going to leave it up, and I'll more than likely do that in all of them, even though the geranium shouldn't have it. I like it. So the bits of dark pink that comes out, which I haven't done yet, that'll be all part of it. So I'll just tie off very carefully. Oh my goodness, I was so naughty the other day. Bumped into an old, I guess you would call them, a dance mum. And she said, oh, my daughter still dances. And I went, that's nice. And she said, oh, yes, I'd really like a costume for her. And I said, oh, okay. And she carried on telling me about this costume. I thought, why is she telling me about this costume? And then in the end I said, I'm sorry, why are you telling me about your child's costume? And she said, oh, I thought you could just whip it up. And I know the dance competitions are like next week here in Greymouth. So she thought I could whip up this, I've got to say, rather exotic costume. Oh, you could just whip that up. You're not doing costumes anymore, so you've got lots of spare time. And so I said, no, actually, I can't do that for you. And she looked a bit shocked because I think I always said, oh, yep, I'd squeeze people in and I'd do their costumes. Especially if they were part of the dance company, I would try and help as many people out as possible, to the point where my own children kind of suffered a little bit. And she said, oh. She went, oh. And then she said, oh, well, why not? And I said, it's just the first time I've ever done this. I said, I've got a life and I'm too busy. I said, I don't make dance costumes anymore. What you're asking for, I would need to have fabric on hand for that. I don't have any fabric on hand for you. I don't have any leotard fabric on hand. And on top of that, there was like loads and loads of sequin work that would need to go into a costume. To be the colours that she was talking about, you needed sequin work on it. I knew you needed sequin work on it. She more than likely knew that she needed sequin work on it. And she said, oh, well, surely you'd do it for me because I'm a friend. And I said, I haven't seen you in years. You've never popped around for a cup of coffee. I don't call that a friend. I said, you're an acquaintance who used to dance. Our kids used to dance together, but you don't know me, and I don't know you that well. And I said, no, I can't do it. I'm sorry. I said, well, actually, no, I'm not sorry. And I said, I'm just too busy. And she went, oh, right then. And she said, so how much notice do you want before you can make my daughter a dance costume? And so I said to her, I'm not doing dance costumes anymore. And she's like, oh yes, but you'll do one for me. I said, no, I won't. I'm not doing dance costumes anymore. I said, I'm not sewing anymore. I'm not a professional sewer anymore. And she was like, oh, all right then. And she said, well, why didn't you say that at the beginning? I thought, I didn't say I was anymore. You know, it's just like, I don't know, maybe it was me. And I'm sure it's most probably me. I'm a bit sensitive, aren't I? But I thought, blow it all. And also, she was one of those dance mums who was a little bit, how can I put this delicately? She was a proper stage mother. You know, if something was going to go wrong, it was going to be her child, and oh my goodness, you know, the kerfuffle. And I thought, gosh, her child must be quite old now, because both my kids no longer dance, and I thought that Melanie and her were in the same class. And Melanie's like 21 now, my youngest daughter. And so why is her 21-year-old daughter still doing Greymouth dance competitions? And if she's a professional dancer, then she shouldn't be in a dance competition, a local dance competition with everyone. So I don't know. And then my husband said, oh, well, maybe her daughter now teaches dance, as in, you know, one of those dance teachers in town. And I thought, well, that could be it. And then I thought, well, so it wouldn't have been one costume. Before I knew it, it would have been, oh, you're making a whole company of costumes. And there's no way I could have done that. Oh, my goodness, not even in my heyday would I have taken on a whole company of dance costumes for people when the dance competitions is just next week. I would have said no. Even in my heyday, I would have had to have said no. Mainly because the week before dance competitions, I was too busy making my kids' dance costumes. Because I left them till last. Oh my goodness. I'm laughing at myself. I really am. I just thought, oh, you're so silly, Paula. You really are. You need to think things through. But I did say no, which I was quite proud of myself for, because normally I would end up giving in and I would do something for the lady. But I thought, no, I don't do this anymore. I don't have any of the things she wants. And for me to do it, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, there we go. There's today's video. Over, done and dusted, mainly because I've finished with this bit of thread here. I'm just threading it through the back a bit. And I am thoroughly enjoying myself with Susanna's piece. I've got thread all around the scissors. I've got thread all over here on the side of the desk. So there we go. Let me just put the thread over to that side of the desk. Geranium. And look, there's a little bit there that's and I know geraniums don't have this, but I do love it. So, yep. I don't know. I've turned it into another plant, haven't I? Oh, dear. It's terrible. It's terrible. I've thoroughly enjoyed myself. So I'm just going to carry on during the week and do a little bit every day down the other end. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video and the look at Susanna's geraniums. Yep, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and I hope you like seeing yet again this cast on stitch that I've done that on my scroll, I think. Maybe not, maybe. Oh, I don't know. But anyway, thumbs up, leave a comment. If you'd like to subscribe, it's free. Yada yada. Yeah, I'm leaving you. All right. Goodbye, everyone. See you later. All right. Bye for now.